thank you all for joining me here on the live stream. We're going to be really busy today because we have a lot going on, and as you heard earlier, we have kind of an issue on our hands. I have been AFKing for the last couple of nights, as well as just working on this in general since the last time we were on live stream. Yeah, this thing just gets jam-packed. I actually just recently unloaded all the fish out of there, and I got this area completely drained out from the last stream. We have a whole bunch. I mean, this might be an issue, but hopefully not with the whole slime thing going on. At least we'll have a consistent source of slime. But what you're looking at right here is actually, hey, what's going on? Hey Wins, hey Ace, hey Xylopex. Nice to see you guys on. But what you're looking at is actually the ceiling of the storage room. The storage room is going to be underneath, but we have to kind of carve that all out and get that ready. But I have been AFKing, like I've been saying. Hey Froggers, what's going on? Thanks for joining up. But I have been trying to get all of my shards and stuff. I have been turning them all into sea lanterns and stuff, but this thing just gets full so quickly, and I just cleared out all the fish because it was all the way back. I think it's still probably all the way back here. I tried emptying out a little bit, but it was like all the way back here. Yeah, this thing is super productive. Honestly, with the auto sorter, I'm not 100% like sold on the fact that it might just jam up a lot if I don't have enough storage, but I'm probably not going to AFK anymore. At least for this, because even my iron situation, if we go up here, yeah, I'll show you the ceiling in a second, because it looks different underneath. But yeah, give me a second. The iron farm, as you see, like it gets pretty full too. From AFKing, I had it actually all the way full here, but I emptied out a little bit so it would have room to have stuff go in there. But we got to get all this thing, we got to get this all connected into an automatic sorter and get the stuff all placed where we want it to be. So if you go underneath, we got to be careful of flipping slimes everywhere. If you look underneath, like I used the stairs underneath it just to kind of give it a little bit more like definition, and so it's not just flat. Hopefully it's not too flat. I'm going to be putting some pillars in here, as well as somewhere around here we're going to have to put in a water column to go up for all the items that we want to just put into the sorter eventually. That'll be kind of in the middle. Plus my future goals is that we're going to have basically like paths going off the side into some like domed, like underwater domed areas. So we'll see how that all goes. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on how this is all gonna turn out, but anyway, we do need to carve this out. I need to go down low enough, and then what we're gonna do is basically make a wall off here and have this area be like an extra storage area, like where I have a whole bunch of chests behind the wall. So you're not going to be able to see like the majority of the chests, I think, and it'll all just get trickled down to the one bottom chest. I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. I mean, this is the first time I've done this before, so or at least this model. Everything else that I've done in the past has all been visible, like all the chests are pretty much visible. So we'll see how it goes. I do need to get a shovel though. And another thing that I did off camera was I flattened this out and made it look a little bit nicer, and we're gonna have to go in and drain out the bottom of this. But this is where the water elevator is gonna go, and I might actually put it in ahead of time because I don't want I don't want to drain out this area and then have it, because then you have to redo the water, and kind of it's kind of annoying to me. So let's see here. Let's go grab some materials. I think trying to remember the design that I wanted to do. I think I wanted to do something similar to the other pillars that we had. Other area. Oh, and this is another thing I've been trading a lot for is quartz. I have 3 villagers that sell me regular quartz, and I've been smelting it into the smooth quartz, and that's going to be part of the floor underneath. I want to take a minute to thank everybody who's been liking the videos. I really do appreciate everybody who's been helping support and sharing all the videos and stuff. So yeah, I even have a whole bunch more smooth quartz in here that I've been smelting away. I mean, honestly, the amount of fish that I've been getting from the... I don't know why I'm grabbing this much, but hey, I need to move it all down anyway. Actually, let's go up to the trading area so you can kind of get an idea of what I've been doing to get all these items here. And it's nighttime. Okay, I haven't slept in a couple, so I don't know, probably get some phantoms somewhere. I did get some cats just because there's a couple cats up here. I was like, hey, I had fish on me, so I haven't named them yet, so I'll have to figure out a name if anybody has any ideas. But I've been getting a lot of emeralds by just trading all these fish to these fishermen villagers, and I mean, I have loads of fish that I haven't even traded yet, which I'm not going to do on stream just because that's kind of a, you know, just grabbing fish and trading with them. I'm probably going to use this guy to get all my food from now on, just because I can get, you know, beef or, you know, cooked pork. Probably won't even have to worry about food anymore. But these 3 villagers all sell the quartz, and I was able to level them all up, which I got really lucky. I was hoping that one of them actually sold the smooth quartz, but that's not a big deal. And then I ended up changing this guy because he was the only villager over here that hadn't been locked in yet, but he only does the pillars, which, I mean, maybe I'll use him eventually. But hey, I mean, it's quartz for emeralds, so it's not a big deal. So we're gonna go all the way to the top because this whole area, if you remember in the last stream, I was talking about how this is all gonna be basically a floor for the actual base. Oh geez, okay, did not see you there. Why do creepers have to be so creepy sometimes, you know? This whole place is gonna be a floor, and so eventually the water elevator is going to go all the way up to the top here, and then this will probably only be functionable for the mob farm that we're going to build up above here, and that's how I got my warped wood, man. That, honestly, warped wood, right? Am I right? Warped wood, like even the crimson wood is annoying because you have all these, like, I have to clean that all up. It's such an eyesore right now. I did get rid of all of this. I don't know if you guys remember, I had like a structure here for my villagers, which I didn't really need. I thought I needed it for protection, but anyway, I got rid of that. But I'm trying to think how I wanted this to be. I think I wanted it to be right here. So if I do it right here, that's not what I have to deal with water again. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. That's alright. I have to destroy that anyway. So this is going to be where the water columns are going to go, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go underneath and finish it on the bottom. I want to see if I actually have some of those chiseled deep slate. I think my favorite way of getting loot early game is probably exploring. I get a lot of loot really easily, like just exploring, like trying to find sunken ships or exploring desert temples, stuff like that. Okay, I still have some sections in here. Perfect. Just one more section to go and then we can clear this whole thing out. At least while we're in here, we don't have to deal with the drowns. I have some place to put all of it. Oh, I did, when I went back to go get some more of this deep slate, something really cool, I found another geode. Amethyst geode that's like right next to the one I found previously, which was really cool. I'm just gonna do all of that this time. So I was pretty excited about that because when I was waiting for the one geodes to grow, or the crystals to grow, I didn't realize that I was actually helping the other area grow as well. And so when I actually found it, like all of them were already grown to max, which was really cool because sometimes it takes a long time for those things to grow. Alright, so this has to be the center. Yeah, this is the center because that's the door for that. Yeah, so perfect. This is the center. This is, what, 3 blocks? Perfect. 3 blocks there. Okay, perfect. So actually I want to leave this, or at least the bottom wall, so I can kind of have an idea of where I want the chests and stuff to go on this side. And I'm gonna have some storage right here, and then thinking, is this a big enough corridor, like a 3x3, or should I go all the way out to 4? I mean, this is going to be down below, and then it's going to kind of have a probably a staircase going up, because this is going to be way below the sand level. I might do 4 just to be on the safe side. So I have this area to this area to put chests. So first we're going to have a chest at the bottom. And it's going to kind of stick out like that. And then there's going to be a wall above it with some kind of transparent block here. And then we have a hopper going in here. And then a chest going in like that. This might not be terrible. Let's check it out. I promise I did have a plan. I don't know what. Things always change, I swear. So if we do that, it doesn't really look terrible. It kind of matches. Instead of using walls for this section, we could do that and have a light like that. Oh man, do I like it? Or let's try one other thing. Because I have a ton of iron, and we are using iron up here, so it might tie in. It's either that or using the quartz, or the calcite. I don't know if I have enough calcite though. This might be the way to go. And then we'll go down one more with the walls. So it'd go. I'll actually be able to get started on this sorter soon. So you fit 5 items per section. Like that. Alright, so while I have you guys' attention though, do you think that this is enough space? Like, do you feel like the ceiling is high enough? Or do I need to go lower? Okay, so put these here. Is this going to give me enough space? I really hope so. Okay, and then if I have this here, this would be the, so this would be my wall coming in. Yeah, I mean, it might seem a little claustrophobic. There won't really be a lot of room around these pillars, but I think it'd be worth it. Yeah, why not? That's a good way to think about it. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? I haven't actually like figured out how to make shorts yet. I really need to look into that because I do some videos on TikTok, but it would be kind of cool to, you know, do some shorts on YouTube just to kind of get out there a little bit more. So I think people like the shorts a little bit better because they could just, you know, scroll through it. It'd be a good way to get my name out there. Alright, so let's figure out how many items we have. We have the crystals, the shards, and then the fish. But the fish, I kind of want to go on the other side. So we could do crystals, shards, and then the prismarine blocks. So we have dark prismarine, prismarine bricks, and then the regular prismarine. And then on this next row we'll do the sea lanterns, both types of fish, bones, and we'll figure out what the next, I mean, I don't know. And now that I think about it though, let's be smart. Actually put another chest there. Even if it's just a single chest, we could put a single chest there, but I mean, heck, I'm gonna have to go mine a whole bunch of trees and get some more chests anyway, so I'm gonna do a double chest. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this one's going to be... So we have blocks here. Blocks there. And then before we put the blocks there, we got to get the repeaters to put in there because that would be annoying to put them in later. So the repeaters are going to go into this block right down here, which is really cool because technically I put a block usually underneath that, but I'm like, you don't really need it because it's not going to power that block at all. What it's going to do is power these blocks, which probably should have put these in prior to. But it locks the hopper that's down below it. And I don't think it locks the chest. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, we're good. But it does lock this chest or this hopper, which makes it so it doesn't go anywhere. You just leave these on 1 tick for anybody who hasn't done this before. Just to kind of give a one tick delay between the item going in and item going out kind of thing. That's not where I want it. These could be annoying when you don't have a lot of space. Usually I could just jump and... No, it's okay. Once you get into 1, you basically just need that little bit of space above it. Does use a lot of redstone for this. Honestly, I thought that I had a lot of redstone, and it seemed like when I started working on this, I was using up a lot very quickly. Because you need redstone torches, redstone, and quartz to make these, and then I think there's just stone and redstone torches for those. But anyway, this is the basic mechanic, or the circuit for this, and then all you do is run a line of hoppers through it, and then it can go on to the next circuit. You can have these all connecting, like I'm doing them in sections like this just because of the way that the layout ended up working. And then I can run this line all the way over here, which kind of sucks, honestly, that it's that far away. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, honestly, I could use the shards as a medium because I have a ton of it, like infinite amount, and I don't have to do anything for it. Usually I use sticks, but the first item that we're actually putting in is shards, so this might actually work out really well. Alright, so for the first item that you want separated, which, again, do I want... Yeah, I think I do. Crap, which means I'm gonna have to move all this. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we're just gonna move this over. The first one's kind of the important one, and I'll tell you why. Okay, where's my crystals here? Okay, so for the first one, because it's basically your medium, is you want to have 1 on each of these, and then 18 on this front one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, if you put 1 more in it, it should go. Perfect. This will basically make it, because if we're going to use the crystals as our medium on everything else, this will filter out the crystals so we don't have that issue. Again, you can name your medium, you know, by using a anvil and naming your items, so they're not going to be able to be duplicated, which will create a little bit easier, less likely to mess up system. But again, that's going to use up a lot of iron, a lot of time, and I mean, you could just put 1 letter or a number or something. I mean, you can just call it anything you want, as long as it's the same item and it's called the same, and then you just don't put those items through your sorter. Now with this system, if we have a shard come through here, you'd only want 1 at a time, because if you have 2 coming in, it could actually gum up the system. But it will go through here, and it'll end up going down the bottom. But again, you want these to go through very slowly, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make that possible up here by using chests, because I believe that if a chest fills up, you can only get 1 item at a time through it on the bottom part. So yeah, like let's say here, right, you're only going to have 1 item going at a time, but if you have a hopper that fills up completely, you can actually have multiple items going into the next hopper. So you don't want that to happen. So the chest is going to basically make it so it just slows it down, and we're going to put a couple different chests in there just to kind of make sure that it slows down. Plus, if we get overloaded in there, then the system will just continue running, but it'll kind of have a buffering system right there. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So the next item that we were thinking about doing was the crystals, and for this we use our medium, which is, we're going to use the crystals because we have a ton of them, so why not? You can use anything. I usually use sticks. That's usually what I use. We want 5 in each of these, and then 2 of the item that you want sorted. This method definitely works, but I later actually decided to go with the 1 item and 18 items that I did on the first hopper, because I felt like that actually was a lot more efficient. And I also named the medium because it was a lot easier to not have any gum ups and issues, which I did eventually have with this system. So I just want to throw that out there so you guys can save yourself a lot more time. Just name your items. You're only going to use 4 of those named items. It takes 1 experience. Put a whole stack of them into an anvil and you're ready to go, and you'll use very little to no mediums for your systems, and you'll have a lot better sorter that won't have a lot of issues. Just kind of throwing that out there because when I did this, I did have issues in the future from here, and so I want to make sure that I'm saving you guys as much time as possible. Yep. It is stacked all the way back to here. But I mean, another reason why I like using hoppers versus like a water stream is because, like, if it was a water stream that came all the way over here, all those items would just be floating up there, causing tons of lag. Because right now those items aren't moving, they're still, and so it's not creating a lot of lag. But later on, like if you had a whole bunch of items just floating above a hopper that just wasn't able to go through, which I mean there could be like up in the kill chamber areas because it's not, you know, picking them up, but yeah, I need shards. So for now, what I'm going to end up doing then, so I can get this running for you guys, is just put a chest system right here. Oop. Because I'm going to have to get a lot more material. Oop. Let's do that, because we want to continue running that way, but it'll just run down this area. Alright, so let's get these items put in. We have... So let's... Okay, so we put this hopper going straight into that one. Then we're going to have a double chest right here. And then what I'm going to do is cut this out. And cut this out. So I really want it to slow down. Alright, we hooked it up. We have one item going in at a time. We're not going to hook the iron farm up to this quite yet, but we're going to let this run. We will notice if there's any issues. If any of the chests on the bottom, it's very consistent. It's not going to do 2. And it's just doing 1 through there. This is just a buffering system. See how there's 2 hoppers going into this chest, but this hopper's only allowing 1 item to go through. So if we hook these hoppers straight into that hopper down there, it could have easily had 2 items going into it at the same time, which could have caused multiple items to go in at once. And that's not what you want. So this is like a buffering system. This will get loaded up. This potentially could get loaded up as well, but it will only let the one item through on the bottom. I just like to kind of double it up so it, I don't know, makes me feel more comfortable, I guess. But yeah, so that's that system. Let's let this thing run, and then we'll hook up the iron farm. But let's go ahead and go down here and check. Let's see how this is all running. So we don't need this. We got mostly just shards coming through right now. Get all the items out of here that we don't need. And again, I'm probably not going to be AFKing very much anymore, because if I AFK with an automatic sorter like this and the sorter actually gets too full, I'd have to reset the whole thing. Another reason why I put the items from the Guardian farm at the very beginning is because if it does, then, or if I forget to change it out or, you know, do anything like that, you can hook up a lighting system. That's something that I haven't done before, but you can actually like have a comparator check off like which chests are filled up, you know, first or whatnot. Yeah, this will be running. Let's go ahead and get at least the iron farm squared away. I might be able to hook it up. I just want to make sure that this is going very smoothly, I think. And I'll put another buffering system up above as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just hook it up and get it going. Now I'll have to make sure that this isn't going too fast. It should still only have one item going in at a time. Probably getting a whole bunch of items in here. Oh, actually I do have that in the sorter, so might as well just put it in there. See, and then another reason why I have all these buffering systems is because look how much stuff. Okay, we don't really have. It's alright, that'll just go to the end. It's not a big deal. But basically, the items that are left in the end are basically going to be the 5 items that we're going to be putting in on that far wall. All right, man, this has been very productive. I'm really glad that I was able to get this all done. I want a torch somewhere over here. It looks so bright in here, but for whatever reason, I always get mobs spawning, and I swear, like, the sea lanterns do not give off as much light as the Wikipedia thing says it does, because I'm always getting mobs spawning. Even though it's like super bright and I'm using like tons of them. I kind of want to see like all the other items going through. I'm not really seeing any crystals. Where's the crystals at? Huh. It's like tons of shards. Where's all my crystals? There's crystals. See, if I put this in the front, it'll start putting those through. So let's go down and see how long it takes for it to actually get through. Yeah, nice. Actually, doesn't take that long. Perfect, perfect. I am excited. So confused. Bones. Okay. I'm like, why did it stop? Okay, we had some bones come in. Okay. So again, I mean, it's so awesome to be able to have this sorter, because now you could, you know, put your item frames, you figure out where your stuff is, and you'll know exactly where it's all going. Plus, when you have like a whole bunch of chests laying around, and it's like, oh, where is that one thing? And then you have to open this. Oh, it's not in that one. Oh, it's not. I mean, you've seen me do it like 100 times. I hate it. It's like the worst part is trying to find your stuff through like all of the, you know, chests that you're trying to find or whatever. So anyway, this way, you know, you know exactly where your stuff is and you can find it. So we got poppies coming in. Man, totally messed up the rhythm because I actually really wanted to empty out. Man, we really need to do those. No offense, but I mean, we are like locked up on these things all the way back to here now. And it's emptying slowly. Can't imagine like how many shards are actually up in this area. But it'll empty quick enough, I guess. But anyway, back to what I was saying, because I'm getting distracted because I want to make sure everything's running smoothly. Oh crap. And then I get distracted by slimes. I'm going to do the floor and the rest of the sorter on the next stream. So I need to make sure that I have enough materials for that. So that's going to be another thing that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be doing a lot of editing in the next couple of days on top of doing all that work and getting all that stuff prepared. So my next live stream, I'm hoping for Friday, because I don't want to be doing a lot of mining and stuff like that on stream. I just feel like that might be boring. But my goal is Friday to have all my stuff, all this mined out down to the level that we want it to, now that we know where it's going to be. I might do the walls. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button to help support the channel and to get the algorithm going, to get these videos in front of other people that might like the same type of videos that you like. And if you want to help support the channel to help it grow, hitting that subscribe button would be amazing. I definitely want to try to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can become partnered up with YouTube and make this a more full-time thing. Right now I try to do as much as I possibly can. But if I was able to make some money doing this, I definitely would be doing this a lot more, making a lot more videos for you guys. I'd be doing it non-stop probably. So, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you want to help support me in my growth to 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. Share with a friend that you might think likes this kind of content. If they like Fortnite, I do a lot of really cool videos on Fortnite, I think. If there's anything that you guys would like to see, definitely put that in the comments so I can see that, and that way I can, you know, help grow my channel by your guys' suggestions. Those are other ways that you guys can help support me. But yeah, other than that, if you have notifications turned on, then you don't, you know, you won't be missing any uploads, things like that. But either way, thank you very much. I do appreciate all of you guys and all of your guys' support. I will see you guys all in the next video.